Would you like to know how to multiply your succulent collection fast and reap its benefits? My name is Risa Ebro, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how to grow more succulents, save money growing your collection, and relax at the same time. I love to propagate succulents, and by doing so, I multiplied my collections faster. If you've been growing succulents for a while, for sure you have so many to propagate and play with at this time of the year. When the weather is milder, like the end of winter or early spring, it's the perfect time to propagate your succulents. You can trim them and they would give you more. You plant the cuttings and they would grow roots faster. In my previous videos, I've talked about succulents dormancy. Some of these succulents are dormant during summer, while others are dormant during winter. Why I mentioned dormancy in this video that talks about propagating more succulents is because I want to remind you that when succulents are dormant, there won't be much activity in the plant. If you trim them, they won't put out new growths. And if you plant the cuttings, it takes longer for them to grow roots as well. However, when the weather is favorable for their growth, like this time of the year, you trim them and they would give you more sprouts, and when you plant the cuttings, they would grow roots faster and they would grow bigger too. The best time to propagate succulents is by the end of winter or early spring, where the weather is favorable for the growth of most plants, including your beloved succulents, where most of them are either actively growing or blooming. Now is the best time to plant and propagate your succulents, especially if you live in areas where the weather is milder. We all know that succulents can be expensive. The more you collect, the more money you'll spend. But of course, we keep on collecting because these adorable plants make us happy, and that is something that is worth every penny and time we spend on our plants. But there is a way to enjoy these plants without having to spend too much. But first, you need to be confident in working with cuttings. Starting with cuttings is ideal for those who do not own a lot of succulent varieties yet, because you can get multiple varieties in bulk at a cheaper price. Imagine this, one cutting of this can cost you $3 to $4 each, whereas if you start with cuttings, it would only cost you sometimes less than $1. This $1 cutting, if you plant this in the soil, will grow roots and in 2 to 3 months would cost triple already. So be confident in working with cuttings because it's so easy to work with them. It is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Plant them in fast-draining soil. 2. Do not expose them to direct sunlight right away. And 3. Do not water for 2 weeks. Simple, right? I tell you, it's so easy to grow them because you can even leave them unplanted and they would grow roots. You can leave them on top of your tray or paper towel and they would still live and grow roots because they can live off through their stored moisture inside their leaves or stems. Also, having rooted and stable succulents will not guarantee your success either if you do not know how to take care of them. Even those huge and stable plants can rot and die if you give them too much water. So, if you're new to succulents, you need to understand what kind of plants succulents are and what precautions you need to take when growing them. If you're new to succulents and you're not sure on how to take care of them, don't worry, I got you covered. I have a free online course for you. It's Growing Succulents with Clarity and Confidence, a guide to successfully grow succulents. It's a total of 45 minutes video lessons full of visual examples for you to understand better. We often get these plants either rooted or cuttings via mail. When you get them via mail, the first thing you need to do is open the box and allow them to breathe. It does not matter if you have time to plant them or not. Just open them up because the longer they stay inside a sealed box, the more they get damaged. When you're free, you can then plant them in individual pots using a fast-draining soil mixture, or you can make arrangements. If you are using colorful cuttings, expect that they will slowly fade to green as they begin to grow roots. But because you saw them in their colorful state, you can guarantee that the ones you have will become colorful again when grown in full sun. To get the most benefits in planting succulents, try not to rush, but rather be truly mindful of what you are doing and enjoy it. You'll feel more relaxed and refreshed when you're done. That's how planting succulents becomes therapeutic, when you allow your mind to take a break and forget about your worries even for just a short time. If you need a formula of the fast draining soil mixture I use, I will leave it in the description below. And if you want to try working with cuttings, check out our website, and the link is also in the description below. Also, join our Facebook group Chopstick and Succulents Global, where I occasionally share some cuttings, the tweezers for succulents, and gardening scissors during our weekend raffle draws. Take care, everyone!